Oh no.
That could be the case.
They have so much damage in their comp already, so maybe they do it, but I just... Okay.
Well, they won't now. This is
like, you better not pick Jhin.
This is why you lock like Swain.
Yeah, I don't know about that. It's going to be really fast, for certain, and the ambush power is great. You have insane amounts of damage, but you're playing against Gnar, Sylas, Lee Sin, Yasuo. Here we are, match 56. Already, we are barreling down towards those playoffs. I think that's what it is in Korean, as right from level 1, they're like, no, Barrel is dead. And Exhaust is going to be used. And a bunch of damage is being traded back. Heal comes in, flash and knock up, and Duckdom is not enjoying his position now on the run. Has to get healed up once again. And all the summoners are down. Immediately, Deft and Barrel are in the lead.
With Sylas rotating, it is not going to be free. It's about, can we hold off on this dive? Massively stacked wave, and I think DRX is a little bit too late on this. Do we have such a big experience lead, though?
Yeah, they really do. And the invade rather, coming in here. Pyosik level 6 on 5 of Canyon. And you see Damwon Kia, they just try to absorb the pressure. They're not actually looking to fight in this one.
Hey, you know who would have fought that? Sandbox.
Live Sandbox.
Yeah. They would have gone in. Here we go. Dive that we were looking for, that we were expecting.
Yeah, Canyon is nearby, but will he get here on time? Level 6, and the tornado's gonna hit. The kick comes in, Duckdom flashes, but it's not enough. A lot of turret shots go in, but the healing is there for Barrel, and the dive is successful for DRX.
If DRX misstab, they just get poked down and they die.
Uh-oh.
Mini
Gnar, perfect timing on the gank here for Canyon, waiting, and the flash. Ooh, he's still going to miss after that, but the slow does come in, but the Mini Gnar is just too fast, and now he's even able to chip away on the backside. They handle it perfectly, and the Cannon Barrage is used mid, but take a look at how many plates are already down.
Then you can also look forward to having 5 extra minutes towards the Elder as Nuggery.
Trying to get on top of Nuggery here, and yeah, I mean, he just knocks him back. Not going to be able to orange out of that one. The kick comes in as well, and the Q will land, sure. As Pyosik will pick up the kill. Nicely done, Nuggery. Kind of shaking his head on the back of that one.
Yeah. King doesn't have flash now, though. Duckdom, low level, but a lot of summoners.
Yep. No flash here for Kingen. Let's see how the damage can come in. The hop, not good enough. Not able to hop on pop there as Duckdom picks up a very free kill for himself. Oh, we got to fight mid, and Duckdom is going to secure a kill. Gonna have to look at how that happened, but with no Emperor's Divide and flash down on Showmaker, I think we can take a guess.
Can we solve this one, Detective Valdez?
About a solo Senna mid, perhaps.
Yes, there was a barrel that flashed, and Showmaker also flashed and used his ultimate.
Wow.
Yes.
How do you know, though? We couldn't see.
Another kill. And these kills, at the very least, mean that Damwon Kia can feel a little bit okay as Showmaker.
There is a lot of support for him around here, though. There's a Lee Sin as Showmaker going to be denied. And can they get there on time? No, they cannot. As actually, Pyosik is going to be the one that gets there first. Zeka nicely set up kill onto Showmaker.
I don't think you can hit this Duckdom.
He's going to try.
Okay. They don't want to risk it.
Yeah, ult comes out. I mean, Barrel nearly dies. This is much closer than we thought it was going to be. Barrel's still on the run. He's burning down from the poison as finally the Heartbreaker comes in. Canyon going to pick up a cheeky Senna and is fine to just use that and fight against him, but now gets over the wall as here comes the rest of the team, and so they will just back away.
Rather get in those backs yes. Looks like we were right on the case, Detective Valdez.
Insane.
Great use of the clues available to us. As look at this chain usage here. Oh, Zeka. Beautiful. Because if Showmaker buys a couple of extra seconds there, he doesn't interrupt that dash, then maybe the Yuga gets on top of him. The ultimate comes through, but rather gets him mid-dash. Very nicely held on towards that second activation of the Abscond Abduct. And yeah, this is the continued chase as we might have a dive on bot side.
Yeah, we got more action coming in. This is just the day of action. Showmaker pretty deep, and now Zeka's going to collect his free $200 and pass go as in is the engage onto Cannon. That's a double kill now for Zeka. As way too deep in the jungle, relatively early on in the game here for Damwon, and they're scaling, and that's going to be a couple more for DRX.
It's also the setup of the fight. Like, this is what the DRX comp love. Like, you have so much mobility, so many ways to get over walls. You have Lee, Silas, and Yasuo.
Did they? They went around the ward. Everfrost comes in, Zeka with the Kingslayer, still not going to be enough, and that is a nice little shutdown there for the Twitch, so that's the one thing that's going well for Damwon Kia. If you're not bursting someone down, if you're kind of floundering around, this is what's going to happen. You're going to get kicked, you're going to get last breath, and it's going to be difficult. Canyon gets low and just blows up to pieces, getting steamboated one again, as Nuguri as well is on the run. Triple kill for Pyosik. As Duckdom is a monster, he's getting in there with that ult. He flashes forward, getting way, way too excited, and immediately gets punished for it. And that is definitely what you need to do, right? You need to be diving here. As you mentioned, this is how you do it. As in goes Pyosik, gets the knockup on it, Duckdom, but he lives for just a little moment longer. As in the back line is Canyon trying to get something done. As Showmaker, he's got a lot of damage, but there is no front line. Everything else has been torn to shreds. Even Canyon is low. Duckdom being taken out means that this push is going to be even bigger. Showmaker has to flash in trade for Kingin. That's another turret down for this DRX comp.
DRX looking incredible, and I think, oh, Canyon.
Not like this.
Just dies.
Free Viegos here in the red side of the jungle. Zeka looking for more. I don't blame him. The guy is having another day out.
And there's a lot of criticism that
no flash. And I mean, he's got a first divide. Pyosik, are you going to kick him? Okay, there you go. Nicely set up. And a follow-up reverse divide from Better Azir. In this case, it is Zeka, of course, the Silas. Another one, another couple of kills in the pockets of DRX, and another inhibitor. I suppose it is the first one. As with the Baron buff, they're actually continuing to push.
Ooh, yeah, I don't know about that one. Duckdom almost has his ultimate available.
I think you want to end the game now. You don't want to give them any time, and I don't know if Canyon and Twitch alone can do anything here. Even with the Yuumi, Duckdom trying to kite it back, and it's just too much. There is just too much pylon here from the side of DRX. And the tempo has reached such a rapid pace that it will just end the game. 27 minutes. Just about the timing DRX came to play tonight.
I could see this be a free gamer, but Damwon Kia on blue side are going to have to completely change it up because DRX, this top side of the map, looking incredible. And Deft and Barrel also did well. Deft didn't really need to do damage. He was just there as a, I keep people in place, so the rest of my team can carry. Makes a lot of sense, and overall, I feel like Damwon Kia has a very similar situation like DRX was in last time around. You get a lot of the power picks. This time the Gnar is on the side of DRX, but who cares because you have Silas. You have Silas.
Better Gnar.
That's better Gnar. He's good into Azir. The Poppy helps a little bit. And is gonna, I think, first take down the Krugs. That does mean that might be a little bit, might just want to take the big one, hit level 3. Is level 3 now? Because if Nuguri gets the crash here, then he should just back up and play it safe.
Q down. Oh, it's going to be fine. No pillar will come in at the right time. Zeka just has to back away. Canyon going to come in here and just help push.
Overall, map pressure, but I don't think either jungler will be looking very far ahead. Oh, Canyon.
Okay, he's going to get to work onto Pyosik already. Neither jungler has Smite at the moment, so Pyosik just trying to run away here. That pillar almost trolling Canyon a bit. Flash over the wall, and Canyon is slow on his, but now Pyosik is on a bit of a run here, and he will actually be able to walk it out.
Yeah, very nicely done. as the support as well, is going to have to give up his flash and will substantially be delayed, but at the very least doesn't give up a kill. Which, very, very nice. Do see also there where Kenyon has gone for the lethal tempo, which into the DRX comp I think makes a lot of sense, specifically against Zeka, Deft, as Showmaker.
Zeka was moving forward into Showmaker to get a cannon, and he did. And that was it.
Yep.
We do have another nice trade. Barrel moving very far forward as there is an invade happening as we speak. Level 6 Trundle against level 5 Poppy. We all know who should win that trade 1v1. But Cannon's, he's not going to overstay his welcome here as a plate goes down.
Well, Canyon.
I spoke way too soon as he gets in there with the subjugate, and he's actually looking to fight. He's going 1v2 right now. Now he's got some help from his friends who are joining up, and that is the power of Trundle in small little skirmishes like that.
It's not just the Trundle as well. It's really interesting that Damwon Kia went for that because Showmaker actually was backing. The reason why Zeka felt comfortable taking that trade was due to the fact that Canyon should have been there alone, and he was, but as it turns out, especially if Poppy is low and she gets the extra resources, you can still do this Trundle, and then you are monstrously strong. And the bot lane was also shoved underneath the turret, and there we are for teleports. Very, very nice. And then as a result of that, you are not actually able to rotate very fast. And Damwon Kia getting the better end of that trade. I wouldn't mind a mid drop, especially with the Drake currently being up, but Damwon Kia aren't going for that.
The feathers are missed, and now it's Duckdom ahead of this one. Deft China kind of inviting the fight here and in a bit of trouble. One more auto will do it, and down he goes. First blood is the solo. Hands are up for Deft as Duckdom will get so much value out of this. That's fine. We're getting a full turret in bot, so they really don't care too much about that as the handshake comes in. There's the hostile takeover, and now Better Azir is going to pick up the other Azir. Zeka will go down, and that will be a kill here for Showmaker.
Oh, Nuggery. Don't have to take that, you silly. But he will. He's not done. He's gonna keep on going because he has Canyon and Callan in the area.
Cannon Barrage, yep. Denied. Here comes Canyon. And now our little Gnar is in a bit. Oh, okay. Asserting dominance is Canyon. Makes that one real quick.
Our little Gnar was in a lot of trouble, Veldes. As he just gets chomped. Oh. It's not quite Flash Bear Slab. Much like a steam.
Yeah, indeed. I wasn't going to say it, but I could hear you saying it.
Your
mind's yeah.
So overall, the state of the game right now for DRX is really, really hard to come back from because of the gold deficit. If you look at the itemization breakpoints, there's not a lot going on for DRX, and it doesn't really get better anytime soon either.
Kingen kind of decided he was going to go 1v4, and it kind of worked, actually.
Great use of terrain. Actually utilizing Trundle's pillar against him. But they have no items, and he had no follow-up.
Just kind of stopped the push, I suppose.
Yeah, true.
Cannon Barrage. So that push is denied. As Beryl decides, my life for this war.
It's a weird game, Veldes.
Worst trade deal in the history. No. Showmaker is clearing a ward here as now the knockup comes in. Gnar is going to knock them into the wall as where's the damage? They don't have it. And the rest of Damwon Kia is going to follow up here as finally Kingen gets in there. The bailout not going to be good enough. Actually gets hit in the face with the house. And that is a scary Gnar.
You didn't have to go back in there.
It's been used to deny backs and to deny pushes. And it's been pretty good at that. Pyosik is dead, as he's still trying to catch up in CS, I guess.
He's ahead, Veldes, I'll have you know.
Yeah, because, you know, he's farmed a lot of CS in the jungle.
Yeah.
Instead of, you know, making plays. But yeah, I mean, there have not been a lot of angles here for Pyosik, of course. Jokes aside, Deft is going to get a really nice pullback on those feathers, but it just feels like some really heavy wallets coming through for Damwon Kia. Kingen is gravitamed, slowed at least, in the backside, so he's just going to run away. Even with the Mega Gnar, here comes Showmaker, as better Rakan in this case. looking and kind of just says no. Killer not quite good enough, but the chains will be good enough. And down will go the Gnar.
And Damwon Kia is giving DRX a taste of their own medicine, just taking them down across the board. Picking up as many of the objectives as they possibly can. As you point out, look at the engages as well. Like, who do you actually engage on here? Doctum is the only really good target.
They're going to find Canyon, who is pushed way back into that back line, but with Subjugate, he is actually more tanky than Baron.
As I was saying, the only good target is Doctum because Callan has his ults, Showmaker has Stopwatch, Nuggery has Oranges and is relatively tanky, and Canyon is Subjugate. So, not a lot to be done there. And after what was a very lackluster game, going back in, I don't think it's going to work out though.
Yeah. Feather's not doing enough, and Duckdom is actually just a fountain laser now. As in goes Showmaker, he says, I can do this on Sylas as well. He's pretty strong at the moment. The turrets are going to be taken out here. As Damwon Kia, a pretty quiet but very dominant victory for them here in game number 2 to bring us to a third one. They're going to be feeling maybe pretty good about that. Damwon Kia will have to answer from red. But yeah, very, very, I don't know. It kind of felt like a foregone conclusion after the beginning of this game. You know, the first 12 minutes, you can see that spike. But it is going to be the Trundle.
Yeah.
We saw the Morgana earlier alongside of Ryze for Gen G, but that is not going to be the pick here. Trundle certainly at this point in time much more meta and also does a great job. And is very good at disengaging, taking away resistances from tanks, and also potentially counter-ganking and looking for angles of his own early on.
Kalista also going from a pick that we didn't really like to a pick that's seeing more and more success, similar to what the Gnar went through. And slowly the priority of champions starting to make a little bit more sense with what we have seen in scrims is Pyosik. That is a very early play. Yep. I like it. They will spot him though.
Canyon not coming in. Will they spot him on time is the question, as Duckdom is out of there. He's like, no, bye. No, thank you. Pyosik helping to farm. It's not much of a wave here. They're still going to go for it. Stun into Q, into death. First blood for Pyosik. And the bot fights begin.
Wonderfully done. Beautiful stun lock there. Canyon going to try the same on top side, but doesn't have nearly as much setup.
And Nuggery's going to take a turret shot, and now teleport is used here by the Ahri, who's taking a huge chunk of damage from Showmaker. Probably got a lot of gold out of his first strike from that. Oh, but Duckdom's level 2, and he doesn't get to farm at all.
Yeah, this is not a favorable trade for you.
He walked forward. He's going to cleanse Flash. He's like, absolutely no. No, not in a million years. Would not like to go into that one. As Kellen says the opposite, he goes in and nearly dies. And that is because Canyon is coming down to the bottom lane, but the re-engage comes in from DRX. They are all in on this one. They want the kill on this Nautilus, but it's not looking good. Depth is going to fail the flash, and now Pyosik is low. He's going to get out, but Barrel is sacrificial as now Showmaker picks up a free kill. And they stayed just a bit too long. Yeah, Corki getting a kill is pretty massive, you know. The Trundle getting one is good for essentially Canyon to say, well, I've gotten a big infusion of gold, and now I can just camp bot more. So that's exactly what he's going to do. He is here, but this is not going very well, actually. Kellen takes a huge amount of damage from Deft. Barrel gets pretty low, re-engage comes in, he gets Deft! That's actually a big hook, but Zeka comes down here as well, and that is going to put an end to the fun as down goes Ducktom at the end of the day, only in trade for Deft. People are still selecting Ahri, especially in a matchup like this. Pyosik is here looking for Showmaker, who just says, no, thank you. I'll just flash away. Here we go. Leona once again soaking a ton, but this time he is going to flash because he knows that the reinforcements are a little bit later.
Uh-oh. Talking about reinforcements.
Yeah, they were coming down a little bit late, but you have to flash to survive. And no follow-up here from DRX this time. Yes, Canyon still here, level 6. Nice amount of damage being put into Pyosik here by Duckdom on the Aphelios, and a follow-up hook is great. Kellen has been so good about hitting those, but is it the right play at the end of the day? Everybody's surviving here. On the side is now Zeka's bot again. As, you know, maybe tri-lanes was a little bit too little. I was thinking too small. Maybe we should just go quad lanes. This is what you like to see. A lot of action here between the 2v2. Looking for the charm. Spirit Rush comes in, but Canyon's here, and so is Kellen. It does not matter. The 2v2 turns into a 2v3. And Zeka will go down at the end of the day. Nautilus, Kellen here will pick up the kill, though. Lots of rockets coming in here. The big one hitting onto that backline, but the Corki, honestly, at this point is not that powerful. The package, almost the most powerful part of his kit right now with the items that he has, is the flash by Deft. That was not going to hit him. In fact, we saw the hook land into the ground. The Solar Flare also not going to hit. I think that, did Zeka just? No, he didn't. Okay, Canyon going to pick up that one. Follow-up engage comes in as Pyosik gets a massive play onto that back line. This guy is just insane from ahead. How does he keep doing this? As that was pretty much a masterpiece. Gets onto Duckdom, picks up a second kill. Yes, the Rift Herald will go into the hands of Canyon, but let's see what DRX can get off of the back of that play. No, he doesn't.
No, they're not contesting.
One.
Oh, it is going to be a soul point here.
DRX finding another option. Subjugate comes in, but there's not really too many people here. The stopwatch's going to buy some time, but that's still a dead Nautilus as Zeka is looking for more. Duckdom has Cleanse and Flash, so he's just going to flash that. Or he actually didn't have Cleanse. So, yep, just flashing away from that one will survive, and Kingen gets yet another turret.
I don't know, 2 weeks? And DRX, this is why we were excited about this team at the beginning of the split. We're seeing it right here.
This is going to be spotted, but again, I mean, there's no Ludens here for the Corki, so
no flash for Canyon.
The game has been accelerated to a point that I just don't think Damwon Kia have enough. The Aphelios was put behind as well.
Oh, they're getting low, though. This is early.
They are getting pretty low.
Oh, I don't know about this one.
Damage is pretty huge for Deft. See if they can finish it off, and yeah, Canyon tries to just run in there, and there's no follow-up, there's no damage, as I was saying. They just don't have anything here on the side of Damwon Kia. Even at 21 minutes, they cannot threaten any play onto DRX, who take a Baron basically for free, plus a Trundle. You know, take a look at the score at this point. You know, take a look at the state of the map. There is zero vision. There's, I suppose, the one ward here next to the Hex Gate exit, which is canceled, and then there's one control ward. That's about it on the top side of the map here. So Damwon definitely on the back foot. They, again, the Ludens is done. They're going to hit that back line, and at the end of the day, Death says, I've got a bigger rocket for you. Here we go. He just shoves that straight into the face of Duckdom, as now the fight is coming in, but Beryl is just so tanky. Even with the low health bars here on the side of DRX, they just don't take that much damage on the back side of this one. So now Kellen has Flash, but he's dead. Elects not to use it, probably the right move there. As in goes Beryl into the back line, way too deep. Way too deep. Maybe is able to get something for his team for his troubles, but it's only just going to be that flash out of Nuggery. It ain't gonna be easy, but they do have a package and a dream. And Nuggery pushing mid. So just going to use that pressure, I suppose, to try to suffocate and come from multiple sides. But they're just going straight up the middle here. The package is on top of Deft, who has a stopwatch, and DRX cannot get into this one. The damage is huge, though, as they do trade it off to only Nautilus, though. Showmaker is going to get low. The charm is in, and finally he nearly goes down, but he will survive. And he gets put into the pit with Kingen, who is just going to scoop him up, I guess, but Duckdom alive, Nuggery's still alive here, and DK.
Okay.
Making their way to this Drake.
So they get the Drake. Kingen?
Yeah, they do have the Smite. Zeka's trying to be a little bit cheeky here on the backside. Not going to happen. Smite available. And Kingen is just kiting it out, but he's going to get hit by that barrel and hand it over to Duckdom, who gets 2 kills worth of value.
Fellas, that's bad. That's all. That whole sequence of events is very, very bad for DRX. Kellen?
No package, though, and that's Canyon walking straight into a charm! I mean, no vision, no idea, goes in, says, no, I'm tanky enough. Well, I have news for you, Canyon. You're not. 100-0. No jungler now for Damwon, and that is Baron for free, gift wrapped and sent into the arms of DRX.
Layering as well as
Barrel went for a interesting walk. Canyon very angry, swinging that club. That is going to be the end of Leona. But we do have Kingen with Meganar, but they don't want to fight this 3v5 because Deft is not there. And yeah, I mean, we do have the GA picked up here for Deft, by the way. Somebody has to check, right? Especially because they know the Baron is happening, so I don't want to be like ultra critical of Canyon. He is the most tanky member. He has to get in there. Somebody has to check.
Yeah, it's
just very unfortunate, you know. You were talking about the item choices. Maybe could have been a bit different, as we do have the Baby Void item picked up here.
Blinding Jewel. Showmaker not going to take any risks. Yoshik takes a bit of poke, and it's Damwon Kia that yet again sets up shop. But with Baron buff, they need to be very, very careful, because you don't want your base to get cracked open.
It's a lot of damage. You see Canyon with his itemization as well. Like, he's desperately trying to get armor, but he's not even that tanky. Subjugate comes in as the damage onto Barrel is huge, but Kingen not able to get off the Showmaker, but Showmaker goes in the back. He gets so much value out of that package here, but Deft is still alive. He's on the run. Can he get the kill? He's gonna take down 2! Deft is able to do it here at the end, just barely. The GA of his own is better than the GA of Showmakers, and that will be it, as Deft is going to pick up the quadra kill, and DRX will win the game.
And for the second time in a row, DRX is going to find the upset win over Damwon Kia. After what has been a rough couple of matches for them, they again have an impeccable preparation, are able to find the game-deciding fight. And what a wonderful series here between these two teams, Valdez.
Very entertaining, especially in this last one that we did have. Poor Kellen's gonna go down, and a celebratory rocket comes out. Deft wanted some more kills, not going to get them. He adds to his insane Jinx win rates. Barrel is leading the charge. Deft does the most damage. Oh, actually, Nuguri does. But the most damage for his team is Deft. Is not a straightforward win this time, as you can see with the goal difference graph. Bit of a roller coaster, which made it a very fun game at the end of the day.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Season for the PUG interview, joined by the leasing kick god, Piosik. Congratulations. You are the solo PUG on the side of DRX. You were the ace of DRX today, for sure. How do you feel to be back on the 5th place? I think our performance was pretty good and alright today, but looking back at previous matches, there were so many games and matches where we could have won, so I'm a little bit bummed, to be honest, to be sitting on the 5th place. But what did you have for breakfast today? How are you able to pop off? I don't know. Somehow I was like a little bit awakened today and get to pop off today. And this is a back-to-back victory on Damwon Kia by DRX. So what did you focus on coming into this matchup? I think our draft, for sure, because we had to stop them from hitting the late game power spike. So we really wanted to make a lot of fights and actions early to the mid game. So we were looking for fights throughout the first half of the game. Then I'm curious about your jungle pathing. So you were able to get POG against Kenyan in the first round as well. Well, I didn't really prepare anything like cheesy or special in today's matchup. I think it went as the jungle matchup supposed to go. I guess just Piosik gets stronger against Damwon Kia every time. And yet the blind pick Yuumi by Damwon Kia, and DRX just locked in Senna Yasuo comp into that Yuumi. Was that something you guys prepared? I'm not really sure about it, but the moment they saw that pick, on the side of Damwon Kia, they were like, let's go for Yasuo, and yeah, we did it. So they won lane 2v2 on the bottom lane, and also the ult chain with Lee Sin was also so on point. We had great synergy. Indeed, the teamwork between Yasuo and Lee Sin was so on point. So were you focusing on the chemistry and, synchronization with Deft? When we were actually discussing today's draft yesterday, we were like, maybe Yasuo can show up, and today we actually did play Yasuo, so we were like, yeah, let's try our best. I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but let's go. And Pyosik, Lee Sin is your LCK most picked champion, and today your performance on that pick was so good. So what do you focus on when you kind of dive onto the opponent? Pretty much the same as other Lee players. Sometimes you had a good day on Lee Sin, sometimes you always land your Q, you get to go in and you get to find the opponents. And I'm pretty sure today was the day because we saw the first pick Lee Sin on the blue side in game 3. I mean, we were like, yeah, this is something we will be able to beat Damwon Kia today. So I was able to do a great job on Lee Sin previously, so I wanted to kind of get a repeat of it in Game 3. However, Game 3 was going back and forth. So when was the turning point for DRX and had the confidence to close out the game? First on, we actually lost fight around the 4th Drake, so we were like, oopsie. However, we were able to come back stronger and fight better in the next Dragon fight. We were able to hear DRX players feeling so happy after getting the win over Damwon Kia, but I want to have a look into this replay together of the montage kick from Pyosik. Could you break it down for us? So Corki went in with the Valkyrie. So I was able to find an angle to reach to the 3 players on the right-hand side of the map. I think every other team should now be afraid of Pyosik Lee Sin. Do you agree? Just looking at today's series, maybe yes. And we did see some fancy kicks in real life as well after DRX picked up the victory in Game 3. And Pyosik, you have stepped up so much. How are you able to kind of recover and develop so much within such a short period of time? Where did you get the motive? Recently, my kind of health and also mentality was not really that good, to be honest. So I had been having a lot of talks with my coaching staff, and then they actually allowed me to take some time off and help me really fully recover from all the hardships that I was going through. And I guess that well-deserved break was able to actually bring your performance even better. What is your mindset for the upcoming match? So Genji is our next opponent. We were so close to taking them down last time, but after losing that series, we actually fall into a slump. So I will make sure to get our victory this time around. And this will be the end of the interview from Pyosik from DRX, and back to the carpet space. Thank you.